Hello, my love. How are you? I'm Journey, and we are going to talk about today. Now, today, this is actually my official first video. The first one was kind of like an intro, what I'll be doing when I'm talking. This second one is like an official. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm not sure where this is going to go. I'm not. But I'm being led to chat with you today. And so that's what we're going to do. First, we'll talk about, right now, some of you who are new to me, I want to try to not make it too woo-woo, because that's the whole point of this channel. I'm a spirit and soul healer is what I come to do. I am, and not really I am. I'm here to help heal, right? I don't know if you look in your local grocery store, if you live in the U.S., there's something called the Farmer's Almanac. Now, some of you may have never heard of the Farmer's Almanac. Some of you may have. So you're like, well, Journey, what the does the farm got to do with me? Baby, I don't have one, right? Hold on, just give me a minute. So the Farmer's Almanac, one of the things that it shares with you is when to plant, at what time. That's what I want to focus on. Certain time that you need to farm. Now the Farmer's Almanac, whether you believe it or not or no, it should show it in there. For the last time I remember it did. Shows you a little bit of astrology. I know, hold on, wait a minute. Those of you not here for astrology, just hold on. Because I'm not an astrologer. Now, you have some people, many people who have seen the Farmer's Almanac and they don't really find it weird at all. They will follow it. Some people follow it to a T. Some people are like, oh, okay, Farmer's Almanac, okay, whatever. But the Farmer's Almanac will tell you, again, the time to plant, and it will tell you the moon cycles. Now, if a Farmer's Almanac can tell you, we have no problems with seeing the times to plant something, right? We have no problems with, okay, I should plant this time at this season. Come with me now. Some of you might be Bible people. You might know about this. How it tells you planted season, you pluck in a season, you throw away in a certain season, you heal. There's a time to fight. There's a time to be calm. And I'm just quoting it, paraphrasing, okay? But basically, there's a time and season for everything. Everything has a time and season. Literally. Spring, summer, fall. Everything's on a clock. Everything's on a clock. Even your body. Do some research on that. Your body has an internal clock. And when that clock is off, a lot of things are off. So it's important for many of us, we need to be getting in that sun, honey. That sun helps your internal clock. But we're not here for that. Hold on. Actually, I don't know what I'm about to talk about, but this is where I'm starting, so this is where I'm going to stay. Cycles. Now, right now, I am doing this talk during what they will call the Aries new moon. Now, Aries is about action. It's about forward movement. It can be very fast change. So if you're watching me this video at this time when I'm doing this Aries new moon, and I might do another one at some other moon. I don't know if I said this already. I don't know where this channel's going. I'm just being led. I'm here to help you. They asked me to do it. I'm doing it. Okay? I ain't got time for that kind of karma. No, I'm just joking. Honestly, I love what I do. And I'm here to help. Anywho. So, it's about action. It's about movement. Now, many of you are experiencing big changes. Some of you may have had job changes, or there's position changes happening at your job, relationship changes, sudden abrupt things that maybe you're not even ready for, and you're like, what the? But it's happening. Now, these changes are for your good. Change, listen, I don't want to say, I don't know if you've ever heard the phrase, we are creatures of habit. I argue with that. I feel like we've been trained to be creatures of habit. Now, sometimes, if you sit in something long enough, you'll be like, yeah, I like it here. And then sometimes you just need somebody to shake you up a little bit. And that's what I definitely feel this moon is doing. A shake-up, changes. Change for things that's been going on way too long. Changes to awaken you, to give you that joke to say, hey, it's not as bad as you think it is. Some of you could be changes where this needs to go. Changes where I need you to get going. Right? And I'm doing this on an Aries new moon, where I didn't expect for this to be, I didn't expect to be sitting here, honestly. But something was in me was like, go. And I kept getting signals. You get things from the universe letting you know, hey, do this. Hey, do this. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, do this. I don't always agree. Now, don't always do things right away. Don't always do things right away. I say get confirmation. If you've got confirmation on it 2 times, and if you definitely got it 3 times, chances are you should be doing it. You should go with it. The universe, God, source, whatever you believe in, it's all dandy and fine with me. You should be doing it right away. You should get on it. So, I'm saying this to say, again, that it's not, when you see, because the moons, new moons, full moons, they change how you, it can usher in new things. Now, I've seen people, they usually say, astrologers say, again, I'm not an astrologer, but I can tell you what I do know, because I can feel energy. I can just feel it, and I always have since I was a child, and I don't know why, I just do. I've seen full moons release things. I've seen full moons where I've lost something, right? And then could be gone for months sometimes, or weeks, it just depends. And then on a full moon, I find it again. I've seen new moon. They say new moons, again, like Farmer's Almanac, is a time you should plant. It's time to grow. New moon's a good time to even cut your hair. Cut your hair, do something new. Not eclipses, but new moons can be a great time to, again, cut your hair, get into planting, play out, buy something new. Things like that. Do something new. Chances are you'll have fun. So new moons can be new moons and full moons can both be beneficial. I've even seen in new moons where things have been released. So I can't always say, that's why I always stay in tune with me. It's important for you to get to know you too. Just because I can do this doesn't mean that you can't too. There are many things that you can do. You need to know you, your star player, your body, how you feel about something. You need to know that. If it doesn't feel right, get the hell out of there. I don't care if you can't explain it. Trust your intuition. You know what? It's funny because I was reading a book by ep.2. She was a Secret Service agent for years. She protected Obama. She protected one of the Bushes, and I don't forget who else. Talented woman. But she was talking about how the FBI, the CIA, the U.S. Secret Service agents, they teach them how to in tune to their intuition. They did a study on this. I'm serious. Research it. They have learned, and they teach, if it doesn't feel right, you get that feeling in you, get out of there. get out of there. If it doesn't feel right, get out of there. I don't care where you are. I don't care how many people are around. Baby, if you don't feel good about it, get your ass out. Or I'm coming to get you myself. Well, no, I'm not, but if I was close to you, I probably would. But all jokes aside, seriously, if it doesn't feel right, get out. There's so many times that we have gotten ourselves into trouble, myself included, when our intuition, our spidey sense was just beaming, like, you know, you get that feeling, you get that in your gut feeling. You're like, oh my God, I need to get out of here. But you're like, oh, what are they gonna say? Or even like, just sometimes you think the littlest things can turn to the biggest things, especially when dating. You know, all those red flags are there. You know, I had someone the few days ago, and they were like, you know, I really like this person, but anytime you have to say, but, no, that's not it. Because baby, love, listen to me, when it's the one, you will know. You will know instantly. Relationships should be easy. It should be flowing. It shouldn't be. Let me give you an example. So there was this man, all right? This man, I called myself, we met, right? And the vibe was there at first, on the first occasion. And it was like, okay, you seem cool, right? I like you. And listen, I can be very alpha female sometimes. I can, because I raised 2 children on my own. I could say men made me like this, but that's not true. That's not true. I will say life was hard and made things, but then you got to balance that stuff out, right? So not blaming anybody. But anyway, so I was like, hey, you're interesting, right? Was talking, kind of vibing, talking the same kind of thing, kind of talk. And, you know, I'm one of those, what do you call it? Sapiosexual, right? Yeah. Get to my mind. Get to my mind. And don't come up here being fake. Nobody come over here trying to be reach out. Because people be trying to reach out to me. No, you ain't. You know you ain't. No, that ain't you. Stop playing. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, it happens. So, thinking the vibe is right. You know, whatever. Like, okay, hey, why don't you give me a call? Right? And it was a situation where I had to also, it was a professional setting where this person, if they were to give me their number, they probably would got fired, in trouble or something like that. So I was like, okay, yeah, call me, whatever. And so, first of all, you wait days to call. Now, some of y'all might be like, okay, well, Journey, no. It's one thing, right? Because life happens, right? Life be lifing. There'll be emergencies, there'll be things like that. But it was something about it. And my senses were like, something's not right with this. But okay, I'm still going to give you a chance because we just can't go by that, right? The weekend goes by. And he finally reaches out, right? But he reaches out in a way that was like, And I knew something was going on, right? I could already, but I'm like, okay, we're going to see where this goes. We're going to see where it goes. But let me get to the point. What I'm trying to get at is, first of all, ladies, We're not males. There's some things in life, there's some things about the universe you are not going to change. You can't make a tree into, I don't know, a bush. Well, depends though. Depends. Let me take that back, because you can't. You can't. It won't be the best looking bush, but you can't make one. So let me change that one. You can't make a tree into a dog. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna ever happen. So there's this thing where men are naturally chasers. That's naturally what they do. You put out the little bait, right? And I did that. Gave you an opportunity. And then I gave you a chance to explain yourself. The explanation was really kind of lame, but okay. I don't know you very well. I'll just trust you on it, right? I don't know you. And so, if I have to ask you twice, or I have to hint to you twice that I'm available, no. Because you're not respecting my time at that point. And also shows me you're not a person of, you're playing games. You're playing games. This man couldn't even handle a friendship. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. Y'all hear me? By day 2, this mother lover was already tripping out like we had a relationship. Excuse me? No, it was day 3. And I was like, because I'm always nice and I call people my friend. I do. I start off my friend. Mind you. I always call people my friend. And I was like, hey, friend, how you doing? This man goes ballistic. Yeah, like that car. Friend. Let's just keep it 100. Excuse me? First of all, y'all, listen to me. I didn't meet this man on a dating app. I didn't meet this man on speed dating. I didn't meet this man on anything that would say to you, I wanted to date you. Maybe I just wanted to be a friend with you. Maybe I liked your vibe and I wanted to chat. Because this is my view. I need to know you first. Can I be a friend with you first? This man couldn't even handle friendship. I'm like, huh? And of course, me being me, I wasn't rude. I made it very clear. I said, no, baby, I'm not playing no games. Please keep it 100 with me. And I went on to explain to him, and not in a mean way. I didn't have an attitude or anything like that. I didn't. I was just like, I explained to him how I am, how I work, who I am. And basically, I shared about how, I'm very independent and I'm glad to have a relationship, but I'm not desperate, right? I have a business. I've had several businesses. I know how to be comfortable with myself and I'm okay with that, but I like company. Right? But basically, in a nutshell, I'm not desperate. And I wasn't rude about it. I honestly, if y'all saw what I said, you'd be like, it wasn't bad. But guess what? After that, crickets. After I said it, just, very subtle, like, like as if I didn't hear anything you said. Like I did, but I didn't. Cool. I said, all right, I already know. I already checked this. And I kind of knew though. I was like, once I show my independence, that's going to run his ass away. Listen, if you are a male watching me, I'm sorry, baby, but most American black men are scared of that. Other races, white women, Spanish, if y'all having problems with that, please let us know in the comments. But promise you, had a problem with that. So I was like, you know what? No love lost here. Blockity block, block, block. But anyway, I say this to say, trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. By day 2, now, because here's the thing, that could have dragged on for a long time. And it has happened to me before. So let me save you a headache, because that's what I'm here to do. Journey gonna help you. When you see those flags, do not try to make sense of it. Because I tell you, this man must have played games before. Or he's been hurt and now he wants to play games. I think he played games before though. I don't know. He was trying to see if he could get me to chase him. Ladies, you don't chase nobody. And any man that wants you to chase him, run away. Run the other way. Run. I'm trying to tell you. And listen, I'm not mad at these men. I'm not. They have been formed into a system. A system has formed and shaped them to act and behave this way. I'm not mad at them. I'm really not. I actually feel sorry for them. I do. I do. But like I said, in the years past, I would be like, oh, what did I do? Was it I said something I said? And and it's that little game, like, and then you call, you're like, hey, where you been? Oh yeah, and they give you that little bite like a carrot, dangling that carrot in front of you. Gotcha. And then they don't, call you for a day or two or whatever, or they, making you wait. You don't have to wait for nobody, sweetheart. Don't you ever wait for someone to want to connect with you. Again, this man couldn't even handle friendship. Really? But you want to get in deep? Baby, no. Some of y'all are like, well, Journey, what do you do? Baby, listen. I say try something else. I'm not lying. Let me tell you something about Journey, though. Let me tell you. I don't have any problem with other races. I don't. I prefer brown and chocolate men because that's what I am. And I just love me a brown chocolate man. Right? I like some color. I like the little baritone. I like that. But listen, most of these dudes here, no matter what color they are, if you're an American and possibly even Britain, I know I'm not messing with you in America. Y'all can say what you want. Okay, you can get mad at me. You can argue all you want. Because I've seen it with too many women, too many people, women from all over. Women that I know, women that I don't know. Now, listen to me. I believe the universe, God can do anything. Except this. No, I'm just playing. No, but all jokes aside, I believe the universe can do anything. I do. So I'm not saying your situation may be different. You may meet this person across a crowded room and it's like, boom, you knew and it was amazing and it worked. Okay, that's beautiful. But for the most of them, get you one outside the country. Don't be afraid. Go somewhere else. I will even, y'all can say what you want. I'll date a white man. I would date a white man. If he fine, I date him. But he ain't coming from America. No, he not coming from here. No. They don't know how to treat, because it's the system they've been. Again, I'm not mad at these men. It's the system. It's the way that they have been trained to respond to women, especially, listen, black women fetish. And I've been to some other countries where they be like, fetish. Like, I can't, get out of here. not your fetish. No. But for the most part, there are a lot of good men outside of the U.S. who will love you. Don't be afraid. Now, you have to still use wisdom. You just can't know the culture, right? Because sometimes there's times too when people go to other nationalities. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but I won't date a Muslim. Nope, not doing it. You cannot change anybody. And I'll tell you another reason. Let me school you on this real quick, and I'm gonna stop. And I remember, I'll never forget this story. This was a story that I learned in psychology class, and true story. This white girl, young white girl, cute little white girl, right? And in college, she dates an Indian guy, right? I believe it was Indian. Yeah, he was Indian. Oh, that's right. He was either Indian or Middle Eastern. It was one of them. This was a long time ago, y'all, so I'm sorry. But anyway, I'm pretty sure he was Indian. So he, in their culture, she kissed him one time. At least this is what the book tells. She might have gave him something. Just being on there, just trying to keep her clean. Please. But what happened was, because this was one of the cases we had to study, she was what you call dating. Well, in his culture, you don't date. Nope. You kissing me, I kissing you, we're together. Mwah, forever. That's it. You mine. She didn't get that memo. He happened to see her kissing another dude, and now, I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at her. They're from two different cultures. Two different cultures. Some of y'all might be like, well, he should. Two different cultures. And let me tell you something else before I leave. Let me tell you why. Also, be careful if you're going to date outside of your race. Know what they're into. Know what the religion is. Know what their family religion is. Even if they say, you're like, they grew up in America, because I've seen this happen. I'm a witness to this. I know somebody who did this. They were raised in America, African. They were raised in America, right? And this person tried to explain to me, oh yeah, but they're raised in America. They're not like raised like their parents. I'm telling you, the parents in which they come from, the family in which they come from, you better understand that. Do not think you are going to change a man or woman because they're so much in love with you, or you put it down on them so well that they are not going to follow the culture. You better forget that. Throw that out the window. It might end you up just like that other girl. And I am not joking. Not joking. That family is stronger than what you all will be. I don't care, even if you have children. Doesn't matter. Some religions, they are very, very strict. They're going to go by what they were raised by, unless they are super strong and they are like, yeah, I don't mess with my family and I'm gone, I left. And you really see them that they handle that. Then that's different. But most times, they don't. One more story. There's one more where, what's that one? They show this on the news all the time. I don't watch the news anymore, so I don't know what's going on. White woman decides she's going to marry a Middle Eastern Muslim man. She decides now that they have this child, he changed. He showed his natural behind, right? I've seen this so many times, y'all. I cannot tell you. I used to see it all the time growing up. They're probably still show it. I don't know. They decide I don't want to be in this. Now he's laying hands on me. He's doing this. He's talking to me this way. Right? One particular case, we'll start here. The woman, she's like, I'm going to divorce him. Well, he makes a plan. He takes that child, goes to his country. She can't find him, and she can't do nothing about it. But because a lot of these women, they think, I'm American. Especially y'all white women. Be careful now. They don't care. When you cross borders, baby, it don't matter. You can do it even here, and they'll still. Listen, that man took that child and was gone. Hear me when I talk to you. So anyway, what was this video about? I thought you was going to go a little bit everywhere. I don't know. Divine brought me here. God, whatever you want to call it. And here I am. That's today's video. I don't even know what that title is yet. So, again, this is an energy where sudden changes are happening. Good changes, though. Don't run away from them. Don't be afraid, because they're trying to bring you something good. God is trying to bring you something good. The universe is trying to bring you something good. Everybody's trying to bring you something good. Your ancestors, whatever you believe, is trying to bring you something good. So, embrace the change. If it's change where you're like, well, this is not really the change that I really wanted, I would pray about it. I'd talk about it, bring it to the universe. If you don't believe in any of that, really sit with yourself and think, is this really as bad as I think it is? Now, don't convince yourself. If you really are like, this is not going to work, you ain't got to convince yourself. Weigh out the pros and cons. Maybe we need to look for something else and not be afraid. Doesn't mean you got to leave tomorrow. My quote is, and I've sent this to my children before, where if it doesn't feel right, call it something else. Meaning pray for something else. But also put action behind it. You should not have to be somewhere you don't want to be. If you are not happy there, baby, you ain't got to be there. You do not. You don't. No, you can argue with me all day. You don't. Somebody arguing with me. You don't. And until you understand that, life will be rough. I used to think that for years, that, man, I had to put up with things or do things. You don't. But stick with me, and you'll learn, and it'll be able to stick with you as well. You'll be able to put it into practice. All right. So I'm going to end it here again. Thank you for allowing me to even chat with you today. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming to Practical Soul. And if you want to find me again, well then, subscribe, I guess. Yeah, if you want to. Here's the thing. I don't have a plan of how often I'll be coming. I don't know. I'm just going to be led. I'm going to go with it. And we'll go from there. Because I honestly don't know. Don't know how long I'll be here. Don't know how often, how short the videos will be. I really do not know. I don't know. Anyway, here I am. Take care, my love. I love you. I love you. Take care of yourself. If there's anything you want to see me talk about or anything you want to know, put in the comments. See if we can make it happen. I'll do my best. All right, I'm done. I'm happy now. Take care. Bye-bye, sweet soul.